There you go. So a lot of you already know, 2 or 3 months back I bought 10 acres of property. Here it is. I turned one of the storage buildings into a little tiny cabin right there, which I'm living in. Just came out of. Tonight we're going camping, but another thing about this property is there was trash everywhere. Still is a lot of trash to pick up, but one of the things that was found on it is an old abandoned pickup camper. Somebody just threw it out here on the property. Looks like somebody might have stayed in it a time or two while it was laying there. I don't know, but it's starting to crush in. A couple of windows are broken out, and it's just abandoned out in the woods. So anyway, that's where we're going to stay tonight. I'm taking my hot tent stove with me. We're going to put it in there. We're going to start a fire. I think we're going to have a good time. Y'all come on. Okay, y'all, this is it. So I guess first thing I got to do is get in here and clean it out a little bit. I'm sure there's no snakes or anything because it's just too cold. I don't know if you can tell, but look at that. Look at these animal marks. Looks like raccoons or something have dug in here. I don't know. I'm trying to stay warm, or I mean, I don't know if they curled up in that thing or what, but there's more. Okay, y'all, so just want to let everybody know, I'm not far from my little cabin at all. Maybe 75 yards that direction. Behind me over here is a road, not too far away. So you might hear some traffic on it, but let me show you my view from in here to out there. Okay, so that's the roof. Looks like it don't leak, at least in most areas. There's the woods. There is nothing for a long ways that direction. And then in front of me we have that window, and above there, that is the vent. That's where we will be running the pipe from the stove. Keep going around. There's the other windows. Now this window here is, the middle one is out. So I brought some tape with me, and we're gonna find something block that window. And outside here, like I was telling you earlier, there's junk all over this property. There's like a tank of something over there, that there, whatever that is. There's an old paint can. This line here, this white line, that's got an electric wire in it. Just junk everywhere. So we may have to scavenge around and see if we can find stuff to help us block off the windows and all that kind of stuff. All right. We may have to find something to make this a little more level, but let's at least get it set up and see what we're looking at. Let's see here. Okay, y'all, so I saw this tag on here. Tells us a little information. This is made, says manufactured by Bison Camper Incorporated, Buffalo, Missouri, 65622. I don't know if they're still in existence or not, but the date on this one is August the 10th of 1983. I think that's what that says. Can't really read these vehicle numbers. It looks like it's BC3867. Anyway, pretty cool. 1983. So as I was putting this together, I realized this front piece of wood can actually like lift up. I got a couple of big blocks out there. I may just set those blocks in front of this. Keep it tilted up. That way I can scoot this back, make a little bit more room, and that'll cover that window over there. There we go. So this is sitting very lopsided. Okay, y'all, I don't think we're going to have time to do a lot of wood cutting tonight, so I've saved this from the 20-acre woods over at Johnny's for the last couple of years. I decided I'm going to use some of this tonight, and I'm going to take advantage of all these pine trees that I got here. I am going to pick up some of these pine needles that I know burn, or that at least they start good. I'll pick up quite a bit. There we go. Alright, now I also want to get some of these pine cones. These are different kinds of pine cones. These are long, skinny pine cones rather than the short, fat kind. Between those two things, that should get us through the night easy. So currently it is 43 degrees, which ain't cold, but it feels colder to me, but that's what the phone says that it is. So before it starts getting colder, I'm gonna go ahead and get my sleeping bag, get it settled in here, and get everything else in there before we build a fire. Well, y'all, it is so tiny in here that I think I'm going to wait to do the sleeping bag because I don't want to get food juice and all that stuff all over it. And so I think I'll just not open it yet. But let's go ahead and get the fire started. Okay, y'all, so got most of my wood, which is over on this side, as you can see. It's getting a little bit dark, but I don't want to turn my light on in here or put a light on in here until Gets a little darker because I want to save it for as long as I can. Let's get this fire going. Some of y'all might remember this from another video. This was actually given to me by Minnesota Mike. And what it is, it's my little striker right there. There. Anyway, that's what I'm going to try to start my fire with again. I think we can do it. So I am hoping to start a fire without the assistance of a fire starter, but I'm not sure if I can with these pine needles. I've never tried it with these pine needles before, but I figure we'll try it and see what happens. For some reason, I got a feeling this probably ain't gonna work, but we're still gonna try. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to, let's see, we're supposed to scratch some of it off like this. Okay, I'm calling this one a fail, because we're running out of time. But I'm going to get the bigger striker, see if I can make it work with that. If not, then I'll get my fire starter that I made, and we'll get this thing going. Actually, y'all, I was going to get my other striker, and I found this. I forgot about these. This is actually the fire starter that Minnesota Mike made, and he sent me along with the striker. So we're going to try one of these and see if we can get it going. So the first thing we're going to do is kind of tear it up a little bit. Try to. That's pretty tough there. There it is. I don't know if that'll work or not. We'll try it, see. I'm about ready to give up. Okay, let's see if maybe this will work now. A little bit gooder. Since I got it ripped open more. Oh, look, y'all. Look. All right, let's pick this up. Stick it in here. All right, we got it going now, y'all. Now, this stuff should burn. That little fire starter should burn for a minute. A good while. Let's see if I can... Uh-oh. Let's see if I can get some more of these pine needles up in here. There we go. See what one of these pine cones do. I know they pop, but don't know how good they burn. Oh yeah, oh my goodness, I'm about to burn my camera here. Oh yeah, it burns good. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this top and put on here. start heating up. Feels good to be out here again, don't it? Love it. I don't know how good y'all can see that sunset, but look how beautiful that is. Got the blue, a little bit of greenish, got pink. It's beautiful. Okay, so for supper, I'm just having something super simple this time. I usually go all out. Well, not all out, but tonight, here's my skillet, cast iron skillet. Tonight we're having a hamburger patty. That's it. Got crushed red pepper. And steak seasoning. Okay, y'all, this is nice and hot, so we'll go ahead and get our skillet up there. I'm gonna have to find my headlamp too. I've just got a frozen patty in here. Here we go. All right, let's get some steak seasoning on here. This is all we're having tonight. Crushed red pepper. Get it on here. You know, this ain't nothing but a hamburger patty, but I guess it depends on how hungry you are, because this smells so good. Okay, y'all, I think it's ready. I'm gonna eat off of my chopping board, and there you go. I didn't bring anything to use for grabbing this, so I'm gonna use this old piece of sponge. I'm gonna move this outside for now. Dedicate this to 210. I like it. I like it a lot. See you in a minute. Well, y'all, just got finished with my live and went real good. Got to visit with a lot of people. Anyway, I'm getting kind of tired now, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my sleeping bag out, get it set up, and get ready to go to bed. So, here we go. Okay, y'all, it is bedtime, and I had a good time today. It was fun setting up the camp. It was fun cooking. It was fun doing the live. And anyway, it's pretty cool in here. I mean, I gotta admit, it's pretty cool in here. I liked it. So anyway, I went ahead and I left this window. I didn't block it. I was gonna block it, but I left it open and that up there because it gets really hot in here with that little stove. I think it's gonna be good through the night. But anyway, appreciate y'all coming along with me. Hope you have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Morning, y'all. Oh, it is about 5:15 in the morning, and it is like 39 degrees. Not bad in the sleeping bag, but tell you what, this camper is miserable. That's so unlevel. When you're laying here, you're just sliding the whole time. You constantly gotta lift back up, and then your bag's coming off. But anyway, had a good time. I think there were some varmints outside. Looked out there. There's some evidence that something was around, so I'll show y'all in a little bit. But right now, we're gonna get up and get ready. Okay, let me show you outside real quick where the varmints were. Okay, here's the door. Left the window. I didn't do anything with it. It was fine, but if you look out there, see all those pieces? Something was over here tearing that styrofoam to pieces. Raccoons or something. Anyway, they left me alone. That's all I care. So, I'm going to pack it up, get out of here. Okay, y'all, that about does it. Got everything packed up. My food stuff I actually took back last night after I ate, so I wouldn't attract animals. But anyway, had a fun night, had a good time. Hope you did too. And get to the house, get a warm shower, and I'm going to have a good day. Hope you do too. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.